Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please tell me that you can hear me. Can you hear my voice? Okay, good. Hi guys, sorry, I don't know what happened. Yeah, man. Is there any echo, any delay, anything like that? I should bring down my gain just a touch. Is this better? Is this better? Any echo? Okay, good. Alright, I don't know what happened. Oh, these things happen all the time. The Streamlab reset itself on me last week, so I didn't have time to fix it. And yeah, anyway, stuff happens. Okay, so how you guys doing? Okay, let me just say hi to everyone. Hi Milo, I think I said hi to you, but you didn't hear me. Hi Frank. Hi Max65. Hi Chuck. Hi Cushman. A Japanese name. I don't read Japanese. Can't see. I can. Yeah. Hi. How? Ohio. Hi Dennis. How are you doing? You doing okay? Who else? This Chinese name here. 大师. Hi Paul. Who else here? That's about it, I think. Yeah. Anyway, Dennis, you were saying, John, I remember the dog you did. The dog I did unboxing with. Did I unbox the dog? I did not unbox the dog. That was not my dog. Okay, the one that you were so close with. I'm feeling so lost. Oh, I know. I just hate to see you cry, Dennis. You know, it just breaks my heart. I know how it is. You know, I lost our first dog, Jack, many years ago, and he waited for me to come back because he was actually dying, but he hung on for days, you know, so that I can come back from Tucson, Arizona. I was in Tucson, Arizona, flew all the way back, and yeah, he was like vomiting blood. He had like congestive heart problem, so his lungs were filled with water. And in the end, it got really bad because he was bleeding all over. And yeah, and when I got back home, he was in the kitchen. He was just lying there. He was vomiting blood all over the kitchen. My kids were trying to clean up the kitchen as best as they could. I came in, I left everything down on the floor. I went into the kitchen. I held him. It's still as clear as day, you know. I held him and I carried him out to the living room, where there's a fan, and I told him like, hey Jack, I'm back. So I know how you feel, Dennis. I know exactly how you feel. And when I said, you know, when I told him I'm back, and then he just looked at me and then he closed his eyes, and there you go, you know, off you went. Yeah, that was pretty traumatic for the whole family, actually. Yeah, it was really bad. But I guess that's life, you know. We love, and the things that we love leaves us. We hurt, and we love again, and hopefully we manage to love a lot of people and a lot of animals in our lifetime, yeah, before we ourselves pass on. So, and hopefully we are loved by those around us. Anyway, I can't see nothing. Okay, so let me see. You guys sure? You guys are sure that you can hear me? All right, cool. How did I fix it, John? I don't know. I was just like pressing anything I can press. Just clicking on all stuff. I managed to do it. It was something to do with the way Streamlab is hooked up to the audio interface. I'm gonna have a big problem when I do streaming with my laptop when I'm away. So I would beg you guys to be patient when I do go online when I'm overseas, especially when I'm in Taiwan. You guys can help me troubleshoot whatever. You guys were so nice to me when I first started streaming because I had a lot of problems, and you guys were like feeding. I can hear you. I can hear echo. I can hear delay, and my end. I'm trying all sorts of way to fix it. And I actually had everything. I've actually had everything all set up in Streamlab, but it just went and reset itself on me. I don't know why. Anyway, no grumbling. I don't believe in that. By 2030, you may get that new computer working. I can hear loud and clear. Okay, cool. NDC, I picked up the Sir Modern Pro yesterday. Love it. It has a tremolo on it. Never experienced that before. Nice. Alright, Cushman and Chuck, you guys can just continue talking, Don't mind me. I know, Dennis. Hi, GW. Who's that? Hope you do a review, JHS series. Oh. Okay. I'll try to get my hands on one of those. I still have this Nick Huber guitar in front of my eyes. It is. Yeah. I love them. Dennis, I'll be putting up video of the puppies Monday or Tuesday. Nice. We'll look forward to it. Hi, Keith. How are you? Good morning. Father, no. Hey, John. That Steve Lukather was very nice. The Ernie Ball Music Man, yes. Very nice. Very expensive. Very nice. Dennis, is going to be hard deciding which puppies to keep. There's 8 of them. Wow. Well, keep 2 if you can, and give the other 6 away. I see that Guitar Center is advertising Sir guitars on Facebook, so they're carrying Sir guitars nowadays. That's a change. Even though Sam Ash closed, right? You guys heard about Sam Ash. What a shame. Yeah. I remember heading down to a Sam Ash shop in New York. Wow, that was back in the 90s, in the early 90s. And it was like a place to really hang out, I like the store logo. It's so cool. I prefer the Sam Ash logo more than the Guitar Center, actually. And the last trip that I went was 2 years ago in, where was I? I was in San Francisco in the Hard Rock Cafe, around that area, and there's a big shopping mall there, and there was a Sam Ash in it. So that was, my last visit to a Sam Ash retail shop. Oh. Oh, cool. Digital reverb. Cool, nice. I like my Pringles. Sorry, I'm eating. I'm hungry. What was I doing? I didn't teach today because guess what? My wife and my son had COVID, and we're trying to stay as far away from them as I can. Oh, a piece of potato chip came out. Anyway, so the boy had COVID. I guess my wife is at the tail end of it. My son just tested positive today, and I'm going to travel soon on Thursday. Right, this coming Thursday, so I cannot afford to have COVID. So far I'm tested negative, so I'm trying to keep strong if I can. Oh, nice. Clearwater, Florida. I actually just finished, well, not finished, I'm in the middle of editing a video a new one. I'm just going to continue editing and finish after the stream. Hopefully, I'll post it up maybe 3 hours from now. And it's a great guitar. It's from Heritage. And it's a custom shop. It's one of the most resonant guitar I ever played, and I just love playing on it. It's so nice. Oh, the best. Once I start this, I cannot stop. That's just a problem. That's a big problem. And it's so salty. Man, I'll wake up in the middle of the night thirsting for a Coke. And that's even way worse. So, bad. It's all bad. It's all bad. Okay. Anyway. Dennis, is it safe to on computer? How virus spread online? Well, the rule of the thumb is whenever you see a email and they ask you to click on the link to go to another place or whatever reasons, just put it in the trash. You don't need emails like this. Legit emails are always to the point. Like, somebody asking you, asking you, knowing you. Like for the bank, they won't ask you to click a link to somewhere else. They'll probably call you on the phone. Or they would email you, but they will never give you a link to click because scammers are everywhere. So as a rule of thumb, even on Facebook, or wherever you have, like, another piece just came up. I need a beep. Anyway, on Facebook, don't click on any links that people invite you to click on. Like, sometimes they have you have invitations of cute-looking girls who appear out of nowhere and go like, oh wow, someone wants to know me, and then you just fall for that, and that's it, you've been hacked. So these are, like, rules of the game that you got to be abiding with. Same goes for Instagram. It's not unsafe to go on this social platform or even on email. It's just that you need a little bit of wisdom, and be always suspicious, or be suspicious all the time. That this could be a scam, this could be a clickbait, this could be something else. Be on your toes all the time. Road Dog, sorry. Who's the person that had the most influence on your musical journey? Oh wow. That's a pretty wide question, actually, because you get, like, do you mean musical influence, right? Is that what you're asking? Musical influence? No, influence. Musically, it's the guys that I hear all the time. Back when I got started, back when I developed this love for electric guitar, I love Steve Lukather to the core. I love his playing, I love his phrasing, I just love the way he is. He's a crazy guy, but his weird sense of humor, but it's his playing that gets me all the time, and it's always hyper, and I'm like that too. I'm kind of hyper myself. So, but then when he started playing, when he starts playing his guitar, it just sounds so fluid. So he's the guy that I looked up to most of the time, Steve Lukather. And there are others. There are others before him. There was Lee Retner, Larry Carlton, and subsequently after that, Steve Lukather came and he just took over everything. I was like in the rabbit hole. I was buying all the albums that he ever played on. And back then, albums were expensive. Like vinyl records were really expensive. So I had to head down to a shop and ask them to make a copy of the albums that I want on a cassette tape. You pay a little bit for it, but at least you don't pay the full cost of the album. I know that's bootlegging, but that was what we were last time, because we weren't. I wasn't earning a lot of money. I was waiting to go to the army, to be enlisted to the army. And subsequently after Steve Lukather, it was like the other cast, Steve Steven, Jay Graydon, Michael Landau, of course, and then Dan Huff, all these studio cats. I was really into all the studio players. And I somehow don't really gravitate to the guitarists in the band. Like maybe Brian May, an exception is Brian May, and what's this guy from Night Rangers, Brad Gillis, right? Great player. Steve Steven, yeah, some of these guys, but mostly the ones that influenced me the most are the studio players, because I myself wanted to be a studio player, ever since I got the hang of it. And if that's my musical influence. My influence in my work is probably this guy called Iskandar Ismail. He's like he's gone now. He left us a couple of years ago because of cancer. Great keyboard player. He went to Berkeley for 3 years or 4, I don't know. He came back. He was like really, really prominent. He was like a well-known arranger, an all-round nice guy. He's always like encouraging young players, and he was the one who got me into the studio scene back in the late '80s, and I owe him that. I owe him my career basically, because he's the one who brought me into the studio scene, and got me into recording, which is something that I really wanted to do. And subsequently after that, I met a whole couple of guys that that was instrumental in my career. But Iskandar was the one. Iskandar, this dude was the one who, I call him hang loose, because he's always like going, hey John, my main man. You always see me in the studio, you go, my main man, John. And I just love him to bits. I was so heartbroken when he left us. Yeah. So what else? Do I get all these guitars for free? No. I mean, I have them sent to me. Like for example, Guitar Center 7 Plus, Clement, that he would send these beautiful guitars to me because, yeah, for me to review, and it's a way for me to advertise for him in a way to help him up too. So these guitars are sent over to me, and then he'll collect them back once I'm done with the review. Same with Davis, same with City Music, same with Sweetie. Like the 2 guitars that I just procured from them, I'm gonna send them back on Monday or Tuesday. So after the review, some guitars are sent to me for free. Like for example, Fujigen. Fujigen. The 3 Fujigen guitars were sent to me with courtesy from Fujigen, and it's for me to keep. Guitars from Sijie, same thing. Guitars from Hardy Benton, same thing. They send it to me, and I get to keep them. Good and bad, because I have a small house and I don't have much space to keep all these guitars. So most of the guitars that I have from them, some I keep, some I sell. So yeah, it's a way for me to make my living in a way. Yeah. Hi, Funky Bass UK. Junk food always make life better. Yeah, right. Would it give you COVID online? No, it won't. When you turn on the computer, you won't. You mean like me passing COVID to you? No, I don't have COVID in the first place. Funky, I enjoy your recent video visiting the new Sweetie Brunch. I went and checked it out recently. Tried a stupendous Master Built Jazz Master with big SP and P90s. We are my league in every sense. Oh, I'm not surprised. I mean, it costs a bomb. The Master Built, right? Keith Chan, hi John. Martin guitar, which model would you recommend? Do you think the 00028? It is a good buy. You might not want to get a Eric Clapton unless you're a diehard fan of Eric Clapton. There are the Dreadnought D28, which I think is really good. Or you can follow me and buy a D35, which I think is a classic, because that is like the sweet spot between the 42s and 45s or whatever. So the D35 is right up there. If you need a little bit of a boom, a little bit more body, then maybe get an M36, if I'm not mistaken. It was the D36, the bigger brother of the D35. Yeah. But yeah, the D28 is good. The triple O28 Eric Clapton is also good. So it depends on you, with your budget and how you feel. So it's like I always recommend that you guys go down to the shop and try them out yourself to get the hang of it. All right. Chuck, I never forget seeing Steve Lukather on TV. He was playing Hold the Line with Toto. Yeah, yeah. You should see the other one. I think it's on YouTube, where the band played Eleanor. Goodbye, Eleanor. Yeah, live. When I first saw the MTV, I thought when I first saw the video, I thought it was like pre-recorded, like how they do on MTVs. But I discovered that they were actually playing live on that video. Everything was live, so pretty impressive. Yeah, because when I heard Steve Lukather's solo on that, it just sounded different from the recording. So I kind of Now I look at it and I look closely. Nah, he's actually playing it live. So yeah, great band. He was playing a Gold Top Les Paul. That's right. Yeah. I was fortunate enough to have so many good musicians around while growing up, in abundance. Yes, Dennis. Chuck, Brett Gillis is awesome. He and Van Halen were the first two to receive the first Floyd Rose tremolos. Exactly. I forgot about Eddie Van Halen. Yeah, he's someone else. And Steve Vai too. Yeah, Steve Vai is also a great influence on me. And recently, it's got this guy called Guthrie Govett. I love him to bits. I love his playing. Father No, John, will you send me the Hardy Benton Fusion? Oh sure, if you want to. But where are you based? Chuck, Singapore has some absolutely beautiful guitar shops. Yeah, recently there are a couple of nice guitar shops sprouting out. Yeah. But Sweetie has been around for years. I would get together with my music friends, but I've outlived. Oh, it's so sad. Hey, you're still here with us, Dennis, and for that, we rejoice. What is your main rig you like to play most? My Helix. Yeah, I bring my Helix everywhere I go. So come Thursday, I'll be traveling with my Helix onwards. So this whole tour that I'm doing all the way to September will be done with my Helix. The good thing is I don't have to carry it once I'm in China, because they're gonna keep it for me and they're gonna bring it to every stop that we're playing. So that's a whole lot of a relief for me, because I don't like lugging gears around, especially when you're on transit. And I'm going to have a lot of transit flights in between, because some of these places that I play do not have direct flights to Singapore and vice versa. So it's always good to to have the equipment being handled by the guys in China. You're in the States. Oh, well, I can't send. I mean, how am I supposed to send it to you? It will cost you. The delivery will cost you more than the guitar itself. It's not worth it. Unless you make a trip to Singapore on a holiday. Unless I make a trip down to the States. Which part of the States are you? But then again, it's such a hassle, Milo, there will be Yui Monstein here and wanted to go, but so expensive. Yeah, he was like here last week, Yui Monstein. Yeah, and it wasn't like a big arena, but yeah, it was okay, I guess. Funky John, is there an M-Tech you would recommend here in Singapore? I'm a newbie expert here. Oh, well, you can find two guys. One is my godson Wayne, and the other is, what's his name now? Oh my good lord, I forgot his name. Hold on, let me check. I need a donkey. I need a donkey. I need a couple of donkeys. Hold on. What's his name? Give me a second, okay? His name is right at tip, but I can't remember. I don't want to give you the wrong name, it'll be bad. Randolph, that's his name, Randolph Aurora. So I think I have his number here somewhere, but do you need the number? Funky. Chuck, shipping is ridiculous here in the U.S. now. Oh yeah, tell me about it. So I don't think it makes sense. Oh shucks, Toman has no prescribed time if they will get more in stock, but they are bringing back the white and black ones in 7-9 weeks. I don't think they will continue. Oh, they won't. Yeah. I don't know whether I still have it, or have I sold it away? Hold on, let me check. No, I think it's gone. I only have. Yeah, it's been sold away. The Bengal flesh, the Bengal burst. I only have the Floyd Rose, the black one, the SE Custom 2. Yeah. You ordered the Harley Benton HB35 like 4 weeks ago. Okay. Wow. It's a long time to wait. So in the meantime, while you're waiting for your Harley Benton HB35, let me show you guys something. All right. So I played this already. So I kept it in the box. Right. I kept it in the case, and I just thought I'll break it out again and let you guys have a look. It's a beautiful leather case. This is from Heritage. So this is a custom shop model that I was talking to you about. Hold on. Every time I unbox, or rather when I open up a case of a brand new guitar, I always feel like I'm like a little kid in a candy store. Not in a candy store, in a toy store. Like I remember when I was a kid and my dad would bring me to a toy store and I would pick up all my favorite soldiers and whatever. I was into military when I was a kid. I especially loved the World War II figurines, like the British soldiers and the German soldiers, and they would sell sets of this with the jeeps and the tanks, and I would love those. And whenever I open up a guitar like this, it just brings me back to the days. I'm just so excited, like a little boy. Anyway, so this is the Heritage custom shop. I think there's a name for this. Let me get you the actual spec. So this is the Heritage Custom Short Core Collection, the H530, right, with artisan, what you call it, the artisan effect to it. Like it's a little bit of a relic on it, right? what is it called? Artisan. Where is it? Artisan age, right? So it's made to look like it's been aged, not relic, like, crazy stuff being done on the guitar. No, nothing like that. It's like a more of a natural aging process, if you can say that way. So this is the 530. It looks like a old 335, you know, in the 60s, like, with P90s and a trapeze tailpiece, which is something that I'm like rediscovering, because most of the time when I'm playing, for example, the Yamaha SA, the Gibson 335, and the Tokai, my Tokai, they're all with stop tail, a stop tail bridge and everything. But with a trapeze tailpiece, it just sounds different, And this guitar is so resonant, like, I'm going to turn off my air conditioning, right? Now you're going to hear this without the amp, right? So this is not plugged in. And this is coming directly from the guitar. It's crazy, right? It's like so resonant. I'm gonna play something. Let's play something. Okay, I'm gonna plug into my amp now. The funny thing is that this guitar came in like this, and I picked it up from the case. And the switch here, also get, why is there no, I thought this is like really retro, like, like real small, kind of deep switch kind of pickup selector. But then I found out that there is actually, like a little knob, a plastic knob in black, so it's in the case. Silly me. Any case, this is how this guitar sounds like. happened? Why did it stop? What? It's all gone? Oh man. Okay, let's do it again. Okay. It's crazy. Okay, let's just start this away. What is okay, let's just do it. No air conditioning, no wonder. Okay. So, yeah, check out the review, which should be out by today, I guess. 3 hours from now. Anyway, yeah, I chased a lot of people away. No, okay. You guys want to know the specs? Okay, so what? I'm gonna read what it has here. So, okay. So the Heritage Core Collection, the H530 Artisan H, is a fully hollow double cutaway electric guitar that blends timeless design with modern craftsmanship. Okay, built at the Heritage Custom Shop in Kalamazoo. The H530 boasts a laminated curly maple top and a solid curly maple rim for exceptional resonance and sustain. This Artisan H version showcases the tasteful work done by our master artisans, creating the appearance and feel of a well-placed or well-played instrument while still retaining its outstanding tone and feel. 50's C-shaped neck profile ensure comfortable playability, while Jazcar medium jumbo frets allow precise intonation. These are nickel frets, okay? Proprietary Heritage Custom Shop 225 classic dual gear P90 pickups capture vintage tones, offering premium premium hardware, including the CTS 500K pot meters and Switchcraft toggle switch. It guarantees smooth operation, right? The locking bridge and trapeze tailpiece enhance tuning stability and resonance. With Heritage Custom Shop tuners, a black top hat, control knobs, and a custom case, the H530 is a testament to artistry and dedication. Right. So, yeah, that's it. Basically, in a nutshell. So watch the review if you can. It's just so resonant. I'm talking through the sound hole, through the F hole. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Choo choo, choo choo, choo choo. I know, I'm a dork. Okay. So, I better keep this in a nice place because this guitar costs a lot. It's about what's the cost like? In US, it's about 5,000, give or take. Maybe it's cheaper in the US, like 4.9, I guess. I don't know. So it's about 5,000 US, right? All right. So where are we? I guess maybe the Natural Flame Fusion sounds good as your Bengal sounds good, but okay. I tried a Heritage H150 with P90s recently in Pelham Blue. Looks amazing and sounded great. The only letdown was my playing that day. Hey Mark, how are you doing? It would take a time machine 20 years just to take me back to my teen years. Like I said, Dennis, you're still with us, so I rejoice in that. Yeah. Milo sounds like a Gibson acoustic. Yes, it does. That is awesome. Such volume and plug. Funky, that sounds wonderful. I always loved the idea of a Gibson ES330. In the end, I had to settle for Epiphone Casino, but I really like it. Oh, the casinos are great. I used to own one actually. Chuck, the Harley Benton is absolutely beautiful. I came see you playing on stage. M quits and nobody realizes it. Eh? Okay. Chuck, beautiful P90s. Where everybody go now? Okay, I will let you know when I buy this. Okay, Lemon Drop. Logify hasn't had chance to watch it. We do the most and the most saw the notice. One always wanted a okay was HB 35 was one of my first Harley Bentons. It looked very good. Hopefully you like yours. I hope so. If you've been to Germany, I was born here in Germany. Wow, sounds absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Chuck. Amazing playing. Thank you. Sound good. Thank you. To me, Heritage sounds so different than Gibson's, but it's not a bad thing. John's sound resting is so warm, true to sound whole voice. The Kalamazoo, Michigan factory is the original Gibson factory. When Gibson moved, the old-timers stayed and bought the factory and started Heritage guitar. That's right. Why buy one when you can get two at twice the price? Oh, that's a Heritage, not bad. I thought it was a Harley Bandit. That's what I thought. Yeah. So, the Heritage offer a little bit more viable options if you're going to customize it, as opposed to the Gibson custom shop, which, like, it's so expensive. So it's a good thing. Like, this is so cool. It has like cracking, like, when polyurethane finishes are like aging, you see this crack, so you can see it on the headstock, which is so nice. Yeah. I just love playing this guitar. It just brings out something in me. Any case, so I'm going to finish this review soon, and watch out for it, okay? So when I post it soon, let's give this a wipe down. I'll keep it later on. I don't want to chance it like knocking over something or it been knocked on something. Where are you guys? You guys off to sleep? Hey, you wanna buy me coffee? How are you supposed to buy me coffee right here? Oh man, how do I? What happened to all this stuff like buying me coffee and all that? Tip go game widget. Anyway, you want to buy me coffee, just buy me coffee if you want to. Why Harley Benton was supposed to produce two semi-hollow bodies. They demoed at LAM along with the rip-off, but we are not seeing any. Kind of wonder what's going on with HB. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't emailed them for quite a long time. Yeah. Crazy 88. Oh, hello John. I play lead guitar. If you could recommend one pedal, what would it be? A compressor, a good compressor. And if you're smart, you would get if you are able to get a compressor with a booster, that would be even better. Then you're actually killing two birds with one stone. Yeah, a compressor would be something that I never underestimate the use of a compressor, and a lot of young players they kind of like skip over the compressor stage. So the reason why I love compressors is because it evens out everything you're playing. Like when we first started playing, our dynamics are not really good. We couldn't like hit all the notes the way we wanted in order to sound nice to the audience. So sometimes our dynamics is all very sharp, and some strings are louder, and some picks are louder, and some notes are louder, and some notes are soft. So your playing sounds really erratic, like not really there. With your compressor, everything is even out, so you are able to get a little bit more sustain, and then all your notes that have been picked are all more or less quite uniform. Okay, so it depends on how you set the compressor. If you set it in such a way where it's just nice, and everything sounds good. If you over compress, then everything will be like like up there. So there's good and bad. Sometimes we go for that kind of sound, but as a general compression, we want to do that. We don't want to do that, right? So yeah, get a compressor. If you want me to tell you what's our compressors, then you ask me the question again. What is that? Cracking look is called checking. Yes, I keep on forgetting it's called checking, right? But I don't care. Crack. It's cracking. All right. So, I mean, yeah, cracking just sounds really bad or ugly. Anyway, um, how about coffee if you buy me coffee? How about you coffee if you buy me? Well, I'll buy. Where are you? Oh, you're far away from me. Come on, Chuck. Give me a break. Okay. Oh, you're most welcome, Crazy 88. Father Gnome, Roger 5 man. I also want to buy my first Harley Benton. For the other HP one is obviously okay. I couple of days ago I woke up and I did the what's the other video before the earning ball. I was doing a Nick Huber video, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, one of the Nick Huber guitars. And my hand hurt, my left hand hurt. And it gotten to a point where it was really bad. I couldn't pinch, properly. And it's probably because of my shoulder, my neck, the way I sleep. I don't know. So it bothered me because I'm going like, oh man, this is going to affect my playing, and I'm going to start my tour soon. So, well, my wife prayed for me, and I try to sleep in the right way as much as I can. And I think it's probably because of me sitting too long in a chair and not getting up and walk. So that's something I had to keep note. But thank God it kind of went better. It became better. I felt less strain now. I'm able to play relatively normal right now. I can still feel the strain a little bit. So yeah, I need to crack my. I know it's not good, but especially my thumb. So nowadays I get all this. I guess it comes with age. It comes. I don't know. It seldom happened to me. The only time it happened was when I picked up the baby of one of my backup singers while I was on tour. That was exactly 1 year ago in Malaysia, and she was a heft. It's just so cute, right? But she weighs a bit, so I didn't know I was picking her up. And right after that, a couple of hours later, I felt the strain in both my hands, so I had to put on a sport plaster on it to kind of elevate the pain. This feels something like this, but. It used to be here, it used to be all the way here, and I don't have strength. But now I have the strength, but now I have ache over here. So I'm just hoping it's not carpal tunnel, So, Jim, you're not late. Are you late? Yeah, yeah. An hour in. Jean Claude, you skip me. I skip you. What do you mean? Toman is the only people that have more Harley Bentons than I do. You are their number one fan. That's what you are, Dennis. Okay, so you guys saw the video of this? Well, not really a video. I mean, I just spoke a little bit about this. And I'm going to try something now. I hope it works. I'm going to use this as a sort of a webcam if I can, but I need to hook it up with a wire. I don't know which wire will work. Too many wires all over the place. Whoa. I was contemplating on trying out live streaming on the laptop, but I decided against it because I didn't want to keep you guys waiting for too long. Oh, copper bracelet? No, not really. Okay, I'm gonna try this, see what happens. Nothing happens. Come on. Okay, what happened? Webcam. Okay, so now it's supposed to be like my webcam. Video capture device. I'll change it to webcam. Oh, this is this other webcam. No, not this one. Osmo Pocket 2 tray. Right, but where are you? Enable. Can't see. Where are we? Don't see anything. No. No, doesn't work. Oh no. Maybe if I turn it around like this. Does it work? Oh, it does. Bigger? Oh yeah? This will work. Oh, bigger? This is much as I can go. Done. Okay, so this is my Pocket 3. Interesting. So I can have it like track me. So wherever I'm going, the camera follows me. Pretty awesome, right? So I'm gonna hope this wire is long enough. Where should I put this? No, it's not long enough. Got a box, something like that. No box. Okay, let's try putting. No, this sounds so unsafe. All right, so yeah, that's about it. It's pretty neat, right? So you can see I am moving everywhere and the camera is following me everywhere I am. Right? And then I can hold it in my hand. You can see my effects at the back. Alright? I hope you guys are not getting dizzy. Yeah, you need to throw up, don't let me know. Okay. Does it follow me to the kitchen? Yeah, the wire is too short. I cannot I'm trying to find a way to connect this wirelessly, but I don't think I can. I'll have to find out sooner or later. You know, anyway, so I can talk to you here if I want to. I could have it elevated if I want to, I guess, if I put it up here. Something like that. Or does it work? Yeah? Does it work? Right? Everything went dark? No. Color's a bit funky though, but you know, it's okay. So it works. Had a woman that followed me that way. It was scary. Yeah, so if you want to see the other end of this place, right? So now I have a wide angle lens, so I could put it up here. Where is it? You can see it. There you go. So now this is a wide angle lens. Not much of a wide angle, but it would do, I guess. So that's my all my DVD collection and my strings and whatever. This is my iPad. It works as a secondary monitor for my setup. These are my old studio monitors. These are the Audix. These are the ones that were still made in UK, if I'm not mistaken, or the US. The subsequent Audix monitors are all made in China, so they sound a little bit different. This is my secondary B-roll camera, my ZV, which Milo has the same. And this is my main camera, my A6400, and that's my Lego Stratocaster, which my son bought me. And that's the amp right back there. I have a stormtrooper lurking behind there somehow. I don't know what's he doing there, but yeah. So that's my UA Universal Audio Apollo Twin, and I have an extension here, the UA2 satellite. My Mac Mini is somewhere hidden inside, and this is my new MacBook with its leather cover. So let me just show you how it looks like. Lordy. Got too many stuff on my table. My table is like too small for all the stuff that I have. You know. And this is a new mouse that I just bought. Well, I bought this a couple of years ago, but it died on me. So this is a new one, which I'm planning to use together with the MacBook. So this is the MacBook Pro, hidden inside somewhere. So this is a leather sleeve that I bought just to protect my MacBook when I put it in my knapsack. Alright, I'm back again. So the thing is that I have a new iPad coming. I know, buy too many stuff. But this iPad that I have, this is the first generation iPad, a 12.9 inch, which I bought in the year 2011, if I'm not mistaken, or 2012. And it served me faithfully all these years. You know, I'm using it primarily for my my charts, and I think it's time for me to upgrade to a new iPad, because the screen is kind of like there are white spots all over the screen, so it's about time, I guess. And yeah, okay, so I'm going back to my normal camera right now, which is this. Okay, right. So one thing to note is that when you have a wide angle lens attachment, always remember to keep it, to stow it away before you turn it off. Then you're able to keep it in the case. If not, then it's gonna be a hard time. You're gonna have a hard time keeping this camera inside the case. And always like face the screen down instead of like facing up. So this is a protective cover. Just put it this way, and you hear a click. If not, then it's just in directly flush. So this is a proper way to keep your Osmos Pocket 3. You have an iPad Mini from 2016. Yeah, I have one too. I had a couple of iPads. I bought one for my wife. I bought one for my kids. My kids bought a couple themselves. And yeah, I only had one iPad and this iPad Pro. So this iPad Pro is really something. I mean, who knows? I mean, you can never tell. Like I thought that this iPad Pro will probably last me a couple of years, but it lasts me for a long time, and I'm pretty impressed with it. So this is the what is this? This is the MacBook Pro with the M3 chip. The M4 is coming in a couple of months, so I don't care. M3, M4, it's about the same. So the in fact the jump from M1 to M3 is pretty, I don't know, maybe non-significant in many ways, but for what I do, I think this is more than enough. So once it, yeah, it just powers on when you flip the screen open, and this is a 14-inch. I think it's just a nice size. It's a bit of a heft too, and yeah, I'll be using this extensively. I have this hooked up, as I said in the video, with my HX edit, the Helix edit, so I can edit my Helix and not going down on the floor and trying to figure out the knobs. I can just do it sitting down on a chair, or with my laptop, and I can just figure out what to do. So it's a little bit more convenient way for me to edit on the fly. And right after I've done that, I just leave it and bring my laptop back home, and I'm done with it. So I'm trying not to carry this as much as if I can, unless I'm going on a long stretch. If I'm going like for 2-3 days and then coming back again, I probably won't bring the laptop. I will do all my content, record all my content, and I'll bring it home and I'll do an edit. Spend a couple of hours at home doing it. But if I'm away for a long time, which I'm going to be away for a long time after I come back from Malaysia, I'll be away for almost like 11 days or 12 days. So I will probably bring my laptop up and probably do content along the way, because somehow in between the shows I'll be heading to Taiwan, and I'll be staying with a friend of mine, and they have like what you call it, Wi-Fi and everything, so I can do my edit and I can upload my content from there. Yeah, that'll be cool. And maybe a live stream from Taiwan. So probably take you guys if I can. I'm trying to find a way to do remote live stream, but that would not be feasible in many ways, because my data from my phone, I had to buy a plan for it, so I couldn't just waste it anyhow. I just couldn't waste it on live streaming out in the public, because I'll be using the data from the phone. What I could probably do is to take you guys with me with my Osmo Pocket 3, right, with this baby. I'll take you along with me to all those. There's a lot of places to visit in Taiwan. I love Taiwan because of the food there. I'll be going up twice this time around, because I'm going to spend a couple more days in the later part of June, and I'm going to bring you to places that that is interesting. Some places that I've never been. Some places I've been, and in China there's a whole lot of stuff there. So I'm excited to just shoot, and document wherever I go, like what I did, what I tried to do when I was in Italy. And I feel really badly because I didn't like the color of the Osmos 2. Some of the footage was jerky, probably because of the SD card that I was using. It wasn't high speed enough. So this time around, I'm using the what is this? This is not the Ultra. This is something else. What speed am I using this? Let's take a look. Now I'm using the Extreme Pro. So I'm a Pro now. I'm Extreme Pro. So this is an Extreme Pro card, a mini SD card, and that's what I think you guys should use if you're shooting on a camera like the Osmos. Never go cheap on the SD card, because you're gonna regret it, because the footage is all jerky, and some of them cannot. It's just totally unusable. So this DJI, yeah. So they make a lot of drones, right? A lot of camera stuff, and I'm really impressed with the quality of these products, like the Osmos 2 and the Osmos 3. It even comes with a microphone, like I said in the video. If you haven't watched the video, go and watch it. Go and watch it. Where I unbox the MacBook and explain a little bit about the Osmos Pocket 3. So the workmanship of all these products is really up there. Like tactile and hardy, and not like the cheap stuff that you see sometimes. These are really, really well made, and yeah, they cost, but not a whole lot. So it's a good investment, I think. And further to the fact, like some of the products that we've seen in these few years, like the Apple products, like my iMac here has been with me since God knows how long, still working. And some of these products, most of these products are made in China. So when people have the conception, including some of us in Asia, like stuff that are made in China are no good quality, no, wrong, totally wrong. I just told you my iPad is 10 years plus years old, still working as ever before. Like this is good. My Mac Mini is a 2018 model. My iMac is like 2014, 13. Yeah. So I guess you pay for what you get, I think. Like this stuff, like from Logitech, this mouse, this is probably made in China or somewhere else, or Vietnam. A lot of these products are made in Vietnam these days, and they're not gonna last. I went through 2 of this before, so in the end I bought the other one, the more expensive version. So I use trackball, in case you guys don't know. It saves me a lot of hassle, so I don't have to move around and stuff like that. What will you do to your other DJI camera? Oh, I passed it to my wife. Yeah, the Osmos 2 is for my wife and my daughter, because my daughter goes up to Bali a lot for her holidays. So I think it'd be a good camera for her to go to carry with her. My wife is going for church camp soon, come June, so she can have that camera and shoot whatever she wants to do. Yeah. Hey, Scooter. Okay. No worries. Where are we now? Jean-Claude, the other one is a bit more. Okay. My iPad was about 2 years old. Oh, that's great. My iPhone has a broken glass, but still works. The iPad is 11-inch. My laptops are Windows. With the 2 system, I can operate all my stuff. Hi, Alex. How are you? Blue Matrix. Yes, I do. I did. I stopped all lessons. I was supposed to have the last lesson today with my students, but then my wife had COVID, my son had COVID, so I had to cancel everything. Yeah, I'll miss them. I'll miss my students, and I probably won't be teaching until maybe September or October. Yeah. John, will you include a video of you eating with chopsticks? Yeah, why not? What is this? SSD for computers are so damn fast these days, but SD cards are still the same for so long. I know. Dr. Frankenstein, I'm good. Good to see you too. Hi, Strumming Roland. Isn't it a bit late in SG now? About 2:30. Yes, it's a 2:40 a.m. Yes, it's late, and I still have a video to edit. Yeah, so I won't be staying long. I'll probably leave in a couple of minutes time. Oh, thank you, Strumming Roland. Yeah, my wife is okay. My wife is she just did her test and the line is really faint, so she's been through the worst of it. My son has just tested positive, like full positive today, and he has a bit of a sore throat, so I'm staying far away from him. It's really hard for me because I love to hug him all the time. He loves to hug me before he sleeps, so yeah. And I'm leaving on Thursday, so I'm just trying not to fall sick before I leave. It's a bummer, right? A fellow night out. Yes, I am. Yes, if I do see him, I will say hi to him. How heavy is this? I need to say the S word. How heavy is this? This weighs a bit. How am I going to measure this? I don't know. How? Somebody tell me how. How do I do this? Do I tie a string around it? What do I do? I have to use my ingenuity. Every day, never got COVID. Vitamin B12 and D3 and zinc. Yeah, so that's why I've been taking these couple of days. I've been taking a whole lot of B complex and B12. And probably that's why it helped. I guess maybe it did. I don't know. Let's see whether this works. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. Oh no. Let me see now again. How do I do this? I could probably do this. Yeah. So. Do this. Must be a way. See? It works. Okay. Moment of truth. How heavy is my MacBook with its sleeve? 1.7 kg. Too heavy, man. 1.7. Oh, 1.6 is pretty good. Yeah. So 1 gram for my cover, I guess. Oh, what does horses have to do with immunity from COVID? Maybe all of us should rare horses these days. I don't know. Okay, time to resume my charge. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I gotta go back to editing my video, which I've done for the heritage. So, any more questions that you need to ask before I leave you? Yep. Oh, yours is an M1 Pro. Oh, nice. Yeah. I was contemplating getting the more expensive one at the Max, and I don't need all those. I think the basic M3 would do. You know. It sounds like Ivan the Engine. What's up, Apollo? How are you doing? Okay, I'll munch on a couple more Pringles before I leave. Only guitar lords like you have M3. We the rookies. Bullshit. Sorry. I did the S word. Oh no. No, that's not true. Wait, so how does this work, Dennis? You take the medication yourself too? The medication, the same medication you prescribe for your horses? Oh. Dr. Frankenstein. John, what brand of strings do you use? I use the cheapest I can find. I don't see a difference in the expensive coated strings. Welcome back, Richard. I use SIT strings because, yeah, I endorse them. So they are my favorite strings, especially the power groups. SIT strings are really hard to find over here. There are a couple of stores in Singapore that carries them. Only one store, actually. As for your questions about the coated strings, I don't use coated strings on my acoustic guitars. For the acoustic guitar strings, I find they somehow do have detrimental effects on the tone. But these days they have this new coated strings for acoustic guitar, which I find to be quite interesting. So I might just want to try it later on. The advantage of having coated strings is that for electric guitar is that they last a little bit longer. But it's not a problem for me because I don't perspire a lot. In fact, I don't perspire at all on my hands. My godson Marcus, however, he perspires like a yeah, he and Wayne, both of my godsons, they perspire like crazy. So Wayne also has sweaty palms. So every time when he works on my guitar, he's all over the place. His fingerprints is all over the place. Marcus, same thing. He has sweaty palms too, but not as bad as Wayne, I suspect. But in any case, if you have sweaty palms, then it will help you to have the string last a little bit longer if they've been coated. For me, I don't, so I don't actually use coated strings for my electric guitar. I have a couple of coated strings from SIT which they sent me. I haven't used them yet. So far, I'm pretty happy with my power groove and the other strings that they sent me. So yeah, nice. Martin. Oh, you're using Martin strings. For a while, I think, no, you're Richard, not Martin. Are those real candles in the back or electronic ones? What do you think? If that's a real candle, my guitar will be all black. That's electronics. Ivermectin, how do you pronounce it? Ivermectin? Isn't that the one that Trump recommended that we take? Or you guys take? Ah, okay. It makes sense. Dr. Frankenstein. Night, Chuck. You take care. Have yourself a Pringle. Wow. Yeah, the Martin Retro was not bad. The retro Martins, they sound retro, not dead or anything like that, but just nice, It reminds me of the old woody guitars that we used to play when we were younger. Yeah. Myred, what's it like living in Singapore? What do you mean, like, in what aspect are you talking about? Ivermectin, okay. Go buy Pringles. That's what influencers are. They influence you in buying stuff that you don't really need or want to eat. I'll cover up the names pretty soon. You have to pay me all this, Don't buy Pringles. Buy yourself apples and lemons and stuff that are good for you. Oh, really, Apollo? I put this up just because it looks good in video. That's about it, This lamp, however, does give me the mojo. It gives me the mood. I bought this lamp a long time ago from IKEA. Right? It's nice. It reminds me of the old kerosene lamps that we used to use. No, burritos. Oh yeah. Oh, I have to tell you, I passed by a Mexican shop the other day when I was in downtown Orchard Road, and I was so tempted. Like, this was a store right smack in Orchard Road selling burritos and all the Mexican food, right? And I was telling my wife, but then I didn't have it because I just ate. So, yeah, what a waste. I'll probably go down again soon. I don't know whether this is good. Hi, Steve Cassidy from Scotland. I cleaned my string with a metal polish once just for experimentation. I might do it again as they play a little slinker after it's strange, right? Yeah, but not good for your fingers if you're gonna eat fried chicken after that. It's poisonous, Pringles is a secret? No. No. I just bought this because we have online shopping these days, so it makes sense to buy bulk and then send it over to your place. So I bought a couple of these. I bought chicken and a biscuit, which is some of my favorite biscuits around. I know, and that's what Biden said about about all these potato chips and stuff like that. They're basically selling air. The Pringles too, it used to be packed to the rim. Now it's like just here. So it's crazy. True. Provided you wash your hands before you eat. Apollo. Hey John, do you like the new Luke 4 as much as your Luke? Have you tried the HSS version of the Luke 4, the one with the Floyd? I would love to. I would really love to, and I'm finding an opportunity to do that. I want to do the whole series on the Ernie Ball Music Man Luke series, because I'm such a fan. And they have the single H, as what you mentioned with the Floyd Rose. In terms of playing, they feel the same. They just feel the same. Sounds different. Yeah, sounds different because of the 20 dB boost that it has, and the boost. You would think that they'll just stick on a normal booster, right, a volume booster out there, but this booster somehow there's something different about it. I don't know. I cannot put my finger around it. I think it might just be more than a booster. There might be some EQing going on, I don't know, but it just sounds good on those pickups. It works very differently from, say, the James Tyler mid boost on the James Tyler guitar. Those are really different. It works on totally different domain, so to speak, because they give you the sparkle at the same time if you don't turn it up. But if you turn it up, then your guitar starts to sound a little bit more like a Les Paul because you're adding like mids to it. But this L4, this Steve Lukather of Luke 4, the volume boost, it's something about it. It's very different. Now I have a mid boost on my Shu guitar, my Grenville and my Leah, and they are just mid boost. There's no increase in volume or nothing like that. It just make your pickups a little bit thicker. But I'm thinking that maybe I should put on a booster instead of a mid boost, just a volume booster. But I need to know what entails in that Luke 4. I need to find out more. And the only way to find out is to ask my godson, which I will soon enough. And see. And then again, I don't need it because my Grenville, the humbucker is like really high gain. I have to mellow it down in many ways. So it's right. It's just nice right now. So I might not want to change it. One guy used whiskey to clean his strings by drinking it. Then he didn't notice the dirt. Me too. Is the salt in the sweat that corrodes string. Acoustic guitars strings last longer. For me, they used to sell those rub on by the strings by Gibson and Fenders, like supposed to protect your strings, and after that, like you're supposed to wrap it on after you play and all that. I didn't take a fancy to them back then. Still don't have fancy to them right now. Like I say, I'm blessed with with dry palms, dry hands. I usually will wipe them down after I play for extended time, like in a concert, like 2 hours concert. I would wipe them down, and I can probably use them for another show if I want to. But as a rule of thumb, because I'm playing concerts and I'm getting paid, so I would change strings before each rehearsal or before each show. So if I have So this time around, I'm probably gonna change a whole lot of strings, like because there'll be like periods lasting about a week or so, and the guitars will be in China, so I do not know the condition the guitars are being kept at. I might have to change the strings once I reach China for the next show, and we'll see. Probably I might just go for water coated strings, just to try them out and see whether they last longer. Father, no, you have no idea how thankful I am to God each day. Um, I was just talking to my second daughter, Sarah. I'm like telling her, like, I will be traveling a lot, and will you kind of take care and look after mommy and the rest? And she looked at me and she jokingly says, "Time for a career change." And I looked at her and I said, "Why? I don't want to have a career change. I'm happy with what Jesus has blessed me. It's a job that is not a job. I get to play guitar. I get to meet people above all. I get to talk to people, and if need to, and when time comes to evangelize to them, I get to cheer up people. I get to make music. What's there not to like about it? I've been doing this for like 4 decades. Still doing it. I plan to keep on doing it until I cannot do it anymore. I understand that for all of us, time is limited on Earth. We have a timeline, to complete, and a limited timeline to complete. So I want to do the best that I can within my allotted timeline. Playing music is one of the best things that that I believe anyone could ever do. To be able to bring joy to people when you're playing. I never actually thought about it for the longest time until when I hit like 50 years old. When I was about 50. And I get people coming up to me and says, "Wow, the way you play, John, it just makes me feel in a certain way, and I just love your playing, and I love how you wrote your songs, and I love the way you sing. I love the songs that you wrote, the songs that you arrange, and I'm going like, okay, so well, there's this two part of me that I have to deal with, I have to come to terms with. The other part of me is the consummate professional, like to be what I am, a session guitar player, arranger, producer, songwriter. I have to be as professional as I can, meaning I treat it as a job, as a career. So in terms of budgeting and hassling over prices and all that, I have to be like spot on. But there's this other part of me as a musician where I'm going like, do you guys actually love playing music for other people? I know some of you guys here do play music for people, like for gigs and stuff like that. Some of you guys who are listening in later on. So do you find joy in doing that? Like looking at people's faces, and have them not grimacing at the solo you're playing, but really loving it. I'm not talking about the obvious like chicks and stuff like that. No, I'm just talking about general reaction from your audience. That should bring joy to you. And that brings countless joy to me, countless time whenever I'm playing a gig. And I know some of the gigs that I play, the big gigs, they're not coming for me, they're coming for the artist. I'm just playing guitar, right? But it just feels good to be part of it because I'm playing a solo too. I'm contributing, I'm putting something on the table. And after a solo, and people will clap, and when they give the introduction to the band, people will clap. So there's appreciation to the musicians that are on stage. So I think most of us would have to realize that playing music brings joy to people, and we should cherish it as much as we can. For me, I thank Jesus for that. Every time that I get to tour, every time I get to travel, every time I get to play with my band, every time I play my guitar, even at home alone, I'm alone in this room, but I find joy in playing my guitars or other people's guitars, and yeah. So in terms of that, I'm pretty self-sufficient in creating my own joy. So for guys out there like you guys, you might want to try something self-sufficient, to create moments of joy for yourself. Right? Yeah, this is my 2 cents. All right, I gotta go, so I'm gonna go through what you guys are typing. That crunch from the Pringle is making me want to have a little laugh. Sarah looks very much like you. Oh yes, she does. Yeah, and she's not happy about that. I know how thankful you are. Johnny shows in your music when a musician plays, they reveal their true self, their soul. It shows playing that you are a believer. Thank you so much. All my guitars look brand new. Okay, we're still talking about. Okay. A Rider guitar is dishonest. It says, "Look at me, I play a lot." Okay. Well, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with Dr. Frankenstein in that aspect. Best HSS at 1,000 or below. Your Chevelle video makes me want one, but the Nick Johnson looks nice too. I'll tell you what, Craig, get the Chevelle. Yeah, the red one I was playing, that is such a good guitar at that price range. Alright. If I own a guitar or a rally kit, yeah, I'm sure you will. Take care of a guitar as well. Keep on tidy it clean. I understand all scratches and things, but deliberate, yeah, I understand that too. Where, okay. It's true. John and John Pertucci and Vi have it as well, and they are believers too. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. um. Okay. Probably why I saved the frets on my Martin is using a light gauge strings, which uses less finger pressure. Yeah. Scooter, I've yet to experience this. Okay. I always play as a form of worship for God. Many times people have told me they love my playing, but I seek no glory. I only play to glorify the Maker. Yeah, that's one way to go about it. But at the same time, when people start telling you that, hey, you play good, it's always good to acknowledge that and say, yeah, thank you. As a, I went through periods of time when people will come and I say, oh no, thanks, glory be to God, and all that, which is true. Glory be to God, always, But at the same time, you should acknowledge the fact that people like your playing, and you should say thank you, thank you, thank you. But I have to give thanks to God too because He's the one who gave me the gift. And whenever I meet Christian musicians and when I compliment them and they give me that thing like glory to God, and I find it to be a little bit disconcerting because sometimes it's just I don't know, because I know these guys and they're not as humble as they appear to be. So false humility is just as bad as arrogance. So I think it's always good to acknowledge what people has to say about your playing, and if it's a compliment, to say thank you, and then followed by glory be to God. He gave me that gift, right? Because God gave you the gift, but it's you who decided to capitalize on that, to work on the gifts that He has given to you. He could have given you a gift to play a 6-string guitar, but then after that, what happens from there, So if you're complacent about playing a 6-string guitar, you just probably be strumming your old 6-string all the time and not know about tremolo bar, not know about effects, not know about amps. So it's you who actually who decided to, I want to know more, and that's something that God put into you, and you have to acknowledge the fact too, right? Everyone has their, yes, and I know you have yours, Richard. Nothing better than getting an audience engaged in your playing. All guitars are not better than you. Okay, so we're still at it. Okay. Okay. Now I realize it's already 2 hours into the stream. Yes, I'm gonna leave. I said I'm gonna leave a half an hour ago. Thanks. I was leaning towards the Chevelle too. Have a good one. Oh, no worries, man. I was thinking John be signing off early today, but it's already 2 hours. I just want to make people happy with my playing, and so you should. Maybe dancing, or so you should. My goal for music. Awesome tip, John. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Greg. You just subscribed. Yeah, I got this new function going on, so I haven't. Yeah, I haven't got it going, so I'll probably spend a little bit of time on this soon enough. Okay, I gotta go. John, you turn the blessing you receive into a blessing for other people. This is funny timing. I've been thinking about this a lot in the past few days, like 5 loaves and 2 fish. Yes, strumming. Yes, we have to do something about the gifts that that God has given to us individually. Like whether it's a gift of teaching, gift of healing, gift of encouragement. So the worst thing that I think that as a father, like sometimes I would buy a gift for my kids or for my wife as a husband, and they don't use it. My wife used to crave for like Prada branded bags. So I would go to New York City on my gig. I would shop in Macy's and I would buy like 2 Prada bags, and when I bought it, because I didn't know what she wanted, so I just bought the ones that I thought are pretty good. She says thank you, but she never uses them. Same goes for my kids. Once I was in Tucson and I crossed the border to Mexico, what's that place called? The one that's nearest to Tucson, and bought a couple of Mexican straw hats for my girls. I thought they'll be pleased with it. So I brought it back home and gave it to them, and they goes, "Thank you, Daddy," but they never wore them. So how a father feels when you give gifts to your kids and they're not using it. Same thing, like God gives you gifts, and if you're not using them, then yeah, I don't think it's right. I don't think it will hurt God, but what a waste, right? All right, Mark, you take care. Take care. Take care. The one with the Japanese name. I don't read kanji. Yeah. Scooter, may the creator of all Jesus bless you mightily, John. Thank you so much. John, travel with God. May He watch over you. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna miss you guys, especially like times like this in the live stream where I get to banter with y'all. Nogales, yes, Mark. Thank you so much, Nogales. Yeah, nice place. I like it. First thing that you encounter when you cross over the border is, you want drugs? You want drugs? People will ask you, and I'm going to looking at my friends. Are they serious? Pharmaceutical drugs, like pharmaceutical. Okay, they're pretty cheap there, so Kat kat katak katakana. Okay, your name is Robert. All right, Robert. Thank you so much. Okay, Milo, good night. Richard, good night. Craig, good night. Father No, good night. Mark, good night. Dennis, good night. And may you heal up, Dennis. May God comfort you in your heart. I know it's hard to lose a companion. It is so hard. I understand how you feel. My heart goes out to you. I just hope that that God will just heal your heart. All right, Richard, thank you so much. Orali Homano. Gracias, gracias. So, Apollo, good night. Who else? Frankenstein and Strummen, good night. Okay, that's all.